posts. And we are going to have another jewelry sale today. And I am going to put some of the jewelry out into the box for you. All right, guys. I'm going to have to just see if I can see myself on the computer. And then we will get the show on the road. I hope people can see this. And let's see. Just setting up. Setting up. All right. All right. I can see. All right, sweet. My computer is connecting with the live show a lot quicker now. All right, there I am. Let's see if I can see my hand. Perfect. Oh, wait, where is it? There we go. There's my hand. All right, and I'm going to put a little note in the chat so that we all know what's going on. Let's see if anybody is in here yet. One watching, and that would be me. All right. So let's see. Put this in the chat. And here we go. Hey, be right back. Hey again.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I just started, but I don't know. Nobody's there yet. What's up, Dave? Welcome back. Pretty good. Yeah, taking it one. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's well, she's. Oh, Annie, can you make sure she gets that little Yeah. Okay, thank you. All right, if anybody's here, I just had to answer the door real quick. All right, let's see if anybody's here. Hey, Janie, thank you so much for the good luck wish. I appreciate that. And anyways, yeah, I'm just going to be going through some of the jewelry right now and just kind of show what will be available. Okay, so just to try to do a quick preview. Oh, it's not quite one yet, so I'm going to wait. All right, let's see. I'm going to pin this message. Pin message. Sweet. Okay, so now pretty much it's easy. If you want to buy anything, just send me an email. And I pinned it in the message, just the information I'll need, like your username, your real name, if you'd like to use PayPal or Venmo, the email associated with that, and your shipping address, and I think that's it. But anyways, all right, so it's officially one, guys. I'm gonna just start going through this real quick. I'm gonna try to make this not such a long show. 3 hours is kind of a lot. So anyways, this is, let me actually, before we start, I'm gonna get my UV light to show you some of these. Where'd it go? My UV light, just had it. Maybe I took it out here. All right, well, yeah, I do have it right here. All right, so we got some glowy glass here in this big chunky necklace. There's like ceramic, brass, and well, actually, I don't think that's ceramic, but anyways, all these green beads glow. Let me take off the price tag. Let me bring some scissors for this. Sorry, guys. I always have a couple things that I have to grab when I'm starting the show. Okay. Yeah, so for some of these necklaces, I leave the price tag on for my reference. Anyways, so that is a green glowy glass necklace. Here's a, I don't know if that's onyx, but it's got the pink coral in there, that kind of Asian style, like a brass hook at the end. We'll go through this through much more detail, but this looks like it could be coral, but I'm not sure if it's shell. Here's a Desert Rose Trading Company, J. King necklace, and I think is onyx. Here's a super big, chunky one, super nice. Again, just removing the original price tag. With, I think that test is tourmaline. We can test it together. But anyways, this, sorry. You guys, this week was so busy. So busy. I had a birthday, unfortunately. No, it's good. But, you know, another year older, and had quite a bit of, I bought a big lot of art that I had to kind of do a lot of research about. But this is a lapis, and I think that might be coral. Not exactly positive, but sterling beads right there. Super gorgeous. Jade and pearl necklace. Beautiful with a nice clasp. This Italian glass necklace with these gorgeous, gorgeous beads. Do you see those? Really nice quality. Really nice. We've got more coral, like a combination of red coral. I don't know if that's salmon coral. Got this really cool, I love this, mixed materials sterling with kind of like these charms at the end and these pearls with a sterling chain. We've got this painted or enameled porcelain, like Asian necklace. Love this. Love this so much. This is a lot of amber mixed with, I'm not sure what the blue ones are, but amber, I think agate. Just really fun, colorful, light colors. Hi, Robert in chat. Hello, Karen. Welcome back, Karen. And hey, again, I really appreciate your support through me doing this and for promoting the channel. And I love what you're doing with your jewelry. And I know like you buy some stuff to repurpose. And guess what? I was thinking of you when I was curating this. Because I was like, you know what? Some of these can be repurposed. Like this. This is, I believe that's real coral. And it is turquoise. And coral, coral. There's hematite. I'm not sure. I think that would be onyx. But what I got this for was the pendant. I think that pendant is super cool. All right, and it does have a sterling clasp. But if you don't like that bold design, that could be like redesigned. Here's what looks like a Santo Domingo or Pueblo necklace. But I don't think it really is unless it was restrung, because that is not. Actually, does that say sterling? It is saying sterling. But we'll get into this in more detail. But again, does that say 925? Yeah, 925. But you know, Native Americans didn't use clasps like those lobster clasps. But I just thought that was really fun. Very festive. This is a really nice, check out the turquoise. Turquoise beads on that one. Turquoise, and they look to be genuine. And I'm pretty sure this is sterling, but when we get down to bidding for that, I will test it. And then we got cloisonne on black. Very beautiful. And just kind of like a multicolor pearl necklace with these kind of coin pearls. I do not think that is sterling. But anyway, so that's just some of the necklaces, guys. And again, I will get into bidding in just a second. This is just a preview. Now, the earrings look sparse, right? But I have the whole bag of earrings next to me. So anyways, I know you guys were kind of, I think, very specific towards pierced earrings. So I do have some like turquoise clusters there. I mean, sorry. What do you call it? Coral clusters, kind of pink clusters. We got these huge turquoise and sterling. All of these are pierced. We got filigree, orchids. Oops, upside down. You can see that, really cute and dainty. Got these teardrops with turquoise, sterling. We'll take a closer look at those when we get to them. I think these were there last time. Marcasite and garnet. We got these rose quartz with moonstone at top. I must say that these are kind of heavy. All right. Got these little flowers in resin on sterling. Super precious. Really nice. Got these. I'll have to test those. It looks like garnet. Maybe a little turquoise, not sure, but sterling. You got these big reconstituted turquoise inlays on sterling, and that does have a nice mark on the back. We'll take a look at that later. Taxco. We got these sterling hearts with amethyst. We got more sterling hearts with amethyst. Got these glass with sterling. They kind of hang like that. Anyways, got these egg yolk amber drops on sterling. I love this. These are these dream catchers with these little pearls and sterling. Remember, guys, this is just a preview. Got these marcasite and onyx on sterling. Remember, all of these are pierced, because I know you guys like your pierced. All right. And you've got these big hoops, kind of like the balls on them. Sterling. Pierced. All right. Did I go through them all? Nope. Some marcasite and garnet. If you can see that. These little boxed, I think these were there last week, with coral. I like those hoops with the balls. Yes, me too. They're very gothic almost. And I do not polish things, as you guys know, but if you did a nice light polish through there to make that silver pop with the patina underneath, it'd be really sharp. It's sharp just as it is. Here's these older looking, I'll get into this, but James Avery did something kind of very similar to these, but I think that says sunflower on the bottom. And there's an interesting hallmark on the back. It's almost like a building or something. It's not his, but yeah. And these, I don't know what, but these fluoresce. Let me see if I can show you. Let me check those out. Too bright. Oh yeah, you see that? Those fluoresce like ruby wood or cadmium, but it's not sterling. So I don't know. Anyways, that's maybe the only non-sterling one I think in here. And this is, what do you call it? Like a climber or something when you put it at the top of your ear, like, you know, higher up. But that's a lot of sterling right there. And pretty cool modernist design. I don't know how many people wear those. I don't see them too often, to be honest. But, and I think these were here last week, these little knot earrings, some amethyst drop earrings. And hey, Karen, I am not opposed to starting bids on something if you wanted to, like, just nab those while you're here so you don't have to wait 3 hours. Feel free. And these little dainty pearl earrings. Just say interested in the earrings or something if you want to bid right now. Ear cuff. Oh, did you you like the ear cuff? Oh, that's what it's called. Ear cuff. All right, thanks, Karen. Yeah. How was your week, by the way? I don't know if you heard it, but mine was super busy. Oh my gosh, I had a birthday. Boo. Another year older. Canisius. No, but you know what? The alternative, I'd rather have a birthday than the alternative right now, right? All right. Anyways, getting into the bracelets. I did add a couple cuffs and things, but here's a gorgeous cuff, sterling, with a turquoise in there. Again, this is a preview. Oh, thank you so much, Karen. Thank you. Here's some pink coral, and this is a hinged bracelet from Mexico, sterling. Here's a nice classic bangle. I mean, did I say plastic? No, I said classic sterling bangle. There we go. I think my memory is hearing me wrong. Here's a twisted rope cuff. Here's a cuff with a huge red coral piece in the center of it. Here's one of those classic like Native American twisted rope cuffs. These are so popular, I must say. And we got just like a simple hinged bangle here, sterling. We've got this kind of heavy sterling bracelet with this. I don't know if this is coming across, but this has some major AB action on it in the actual sun. Here's some pink Danglos pearls. I just threw these in. These are kind of, oh, they've got magnets. Just a simple pearl multi-strand bracelet. Now this one is sterling with real pearls and a really cool clasp at the end with a heart and an arrow. This is really unusual. I like it's got this like blue tubing right there. I don't know if that's glass beads or sea beads, kind of like woven together with these black pearls, magnetic clasp. This was in here last week, but it's just some glass. And again, it was so busy this week, I couldn't really do too much jewelry because I don't know if I told you, I found this huge collection of art. And I was doing a lot of research on that. A coral bracelet. I love this one, multi-strand green gems. I don't know what kind. I do have the gem tester. Let me just test one of those. It goes up to jadeite. Or no, nephrite. I mean, oh wait, it's going higher than that. But anyways, we'll get into it. Oh no, I think it might be in the quartz. But anyways, with pearl and sterling beads, kind of a lot of sterling in there with a sterling butterfly at the end. Beautiful. Here's maybe push this up. Maybe slide my camera down. But here's a fetish bracelet. Really cool. And just a simple black pearl bracelet. All right, guys. Again, this is just the preview, and then we're going to jump into it. All right, and then this is a bunch of brooches. I'll just try to go quick. Mother of pearl carved with sterling from Jerusalem. I'm not sure what green stone that is on a sterling cross. One of those multi-stone pendants. Beautiful. Got another one of those, very small. Actually, that's glass. We got a turquoise pendant, kind of big, bold. We got a sterling and jade, and I think that says happiness. I think that was in here before. Puffy heart charm. We got a Tibetan silver butterfly, very beautiful, with a bird on the other side. I love that. Tiny little pearl and sterling starfish. Sorry, there's my roller. This is an interesting one. I do not know if that's gold in there, but this is like a bird cage. And what was in the center of it? I think it might be a nest. We'll take a closer look at that one, but that definitely looks like gold in there. All right, can't open it up to test it. Oh, it's a lobster. When I put it down, I could see it. There's a lobster in there. Ooh. I don't know. Someone might score big with this one if it's gold. Anyways, we've got Judith Ripka pendant right there. We've got some Bauer or Stour. Sorry, another price tag. Again, this week was crazy going through all that art. There's a bunch of pinup art from this artist that was published in like a fetish magazine. And there was like over 100. I like those. Oh, oops. Okay, I'm reading old comments on my phone. Okay, so that's a Stour pendant. Another Stour. Oh, no, that's the Judith Ripka. Here's an enhancer. Pretty. Here is one of the coolest little puffy fish. Check this guy out. I love that. Sterling silver. The cat, marcasite, and the glass eyes, sterling. We got some, like a really cool tiger's eye with a flower. That would be perfect for fall. And be here before we know it, right? Oh my gosh, time flies. A little pendant with some interesting gems. Here's a little marcasite, I think maybe onyx. I think a rhinestone or CZ in there. Sterling. Here's a really cool sterling with all these little flowers in there. Very dainty, very cute, pretty. Still feels like winter here. Does it really? Oh man. Oh, but upstate New York must be beautiful up there, huh? I've wanted to go to New York forever, and I haven't been there since I was a little kid. I think these are diamonds, but this is a Stour sterling piece. And it tests as diamond, but I don't know if I'm hitting the side of the mounts. Here's a cool turquoise and sterling pendant right there. Huge amber cross cased in sterling. How cold is it there, Karen? You don't mind me asking. It's about 65 here, 70. This really cool Navajo, I believe. Sterling. I think these are called pillow clouds. Some people call it a shadow box, but I don't know. I think that's a cowrie shell or something, sterling. It's in the low 40s. Ooh, I would be a popsicle. I wouldn't be able to. Yeah. I can't do cold too well. I guess probably because I've been living in California my whole life. My blood is thinned. This is one of my favorite pieces in here, and it's not sterling, but do you see that amazing oxidation or patina in there? But it's like this buffalo, I think it's a buffalo with the wings, and that looks like copper or brass. I know this isn't for everybody and for every occasion. Well, that would be so nice for like a music festival or the beach. I love that one so much. Anyways, I could stare at it forever. Here's I don't think that's amber, but I think that's sterling. Might be bakelite. We could test it if anybody's interested. Here, I believe is a smoky quartz and sterling. And if you guys have a request, because I'm not doing rings this week. Oh, I forgot. Well, actually, let's just stop, Rob. One thing at a time. All right, I was going to say, if you want to request the category to start in after this preview, let me know. But I'm not going to be doing rings. Here's a really cool, like, glass and sterling. I don't know if you can see, like, that color effect in there. Here's a bear with, I think, azurite in the center. Sterling. Earrings. Okay, we will go to the earrings. You got it. You got it. Here's a pendant with a quartz, crystal, and I believe garnet with a heart-shaped top. Here's marcasite and a sun. Pretty substantial piece. It weighs a lot. Looks like Taxco. We'll take a closer look later. This is like the biggest rhinestone you'll ever see, I think, or CZ or whatnot, but it's sterling. It's just huge, classic. very big. Here's a airplane, sterling, and I think that has age. There's a maker's mark on the bottom. We'll take a look later. All right, here's a little simple black pearl pendant. And I feel like I didn't pull out as many pieces this week because, again, I was so rushed. Here's a really cool, I love this one. It looks like Tibetan sterling, or silver, I mean, but it actually is sterling. I love that. Here is a heavy piece, okay? This might strain your neck when you wear it. It does test for sterling, but there is like a weighted center to it. And I don't know if that's ceramic, but just cool. How did this get in the pendants? But this is a bracelet by Lind. And I just think that's resin, but I think that is a really cool design. And then this Tibetan, I believe, like mantra sterling garnet in the center. Necklace. Oh, is there a maker's mark? Well, we'll look at it later. All right, so, and then was there one more? I think that's it. Okay, you guys, so we are going to start. Oh, this one. This one is one of my favorites. I know you guys are like, you say everything is your favorite. Okay, no, but this one really is. Check this out. This is crushed aluminum cans. And there is one artist, but I don't think this is him because it's not signed. But see, look right there, there's some writing in there. It looks like earth. But anyways, this is like crushed aluminum cans. And I just love it so much, but I'm into weird things. And it is on this, which could be taken off, obviously. Very artsy indeed. I love it. I think it'd be better on a chain, for sure. But anyways, okay. So, Karen, you called it. Let me just see. Yes, Karen. Carolyn Henderson. Hello, Carolyn. Wow, you have beautiful jewelry. Thank you so much. I'm just now reading the chat when I was kind of staring at my camera. But hello, Carolyn. Thanks for being here. Very indeed. Okay. So, hey, we're going to go ahead. Oh, and there's one more necklace that I didn't show when I was previewing the necklace. But it is this huge, and right after this, we'll do earrings, Karen. But this is this huge amber graduated beaded necklace with a gold clasp, which we can test together here when we go through the necklaces. I don't want to put this in with the necklaces because I don't want the amber to get scratched. So I'm keeping it in the plastic bag. All right, so let's do it. Let's get into the earrings and let's see. Aaron, you know the drill. If there's any pair of earrings that you want to see in particular, let me know. And that goes the same for anybody watching. Carolyn, or Caroline? Is it Carolyn? Sorry. Let me see. Caroline, I'm guessing. Caroline? Okay. But anyways. The hoops with the balls. All right, you got it. And let me see. I did take a little bit of notes because I was like, you know me, I'm so bad with prices. That I just kind of do a lot of image searches on these things. And these things, okay, so there is a mark inside. Let's see. 925 Mexico. And I did test this. But let me just do a quick test right now just to make sure. Because, you know, I don't want to be getting things wrong. I don't want to be sending out saying prices that are totally inappropriate. But I just did a little scratch, did a little drop, and that is turning blue, blue, blue. Oh, sweet. You have the matching cuff and ring. Then I think these going to make an excellent addition. And these are heavy. Okay, so I do warn you, if you don't like heavy earrings, you might want to reconsider. But let me see, where's my scale? All right. Let's see. I won't be able to put this in the box, but let me see. Grams. They're 17 grams, okay? So that's like approaching like 11 grams shy of an ounce. But these are gorgeous, Mexico. And, oops, I'm getting them tangled. Hold on. Calm down, Rob. Okay. Oops. This is really, I almost did like, I'm being very gentle not to bend them. Okay. Okay. So there we go. There we go. All right. Now, I don't know if you want a size on these, but they are approximately, just by themselves, the hoops are about an inch, almost an inch and a half, almost. Just shy of an inch and a half in circumference. And then with the hoop is an extra almost an inch. So all in all, just a little over 2 inches approximately. Okay, so these ones, I did do some comps. They're pretty pricey, but I would say 70 for these, 70. I did write down 80, but I'm going to go down to 70 because I want to provide some good deals. So if anybody wants these for 70, Karen, if you're interested, you can type 70. All right, so Karen is in at 70. Now, the way this works, guys, is after 50 bucks, 50 to anything over 50 goes in $5 increments. So the next bid would be 75 if anybody's interested. If anybody else is interested, we have Karen in at 70. 75 would be the next bid. We won't take forever on this, guys. So speak now. Just type it in the box if you're interested in these for 75. Okay, so again, sterling silver, Mexico, beautiful hoops, pretty heavy, 17 grams. $70 is the current bid, 75. And I don't see 75. So I have that feeling, Karen. I have it. I think these are going to go to Karen unless somebody types 75. We're going to go once. We're going to go twice. And sold to Karen. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Karen. All right. You know the drill. I'm going to write your name down and put these in a bag for you. All right. Karen. Hoop earrings. 70. Beautiful. All right. And I'm going to get a little bag. And, I'm going to have to go get my marker. Gosh, there's so many things you need when you do one of these sales. It's funny. Lots of chargers and pens and paper and baggies and jewelry. And a marker. Write it down. Record this. All right. So Karen, thank you again. And I'm so glad this is going to complete your set. That is super cool. I'm going to write your name right on the back. And Karen, these now belong to you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, let me get a bag to put the sold items in. See, another thing I need. Whoop. All right, be right back. Just grab this. Nope, this one. All right. Thanks, Karen. You are awesome. Okay, going into the sold bag. First buy of the day. Thank you, Karen. Thanks, you're doing great, Rob. Thank you so much, Karen. I always feel like I'm out of breath because I'm always like scrunched over. It kind of makes it sound kind of funny. All right, so let's see. Okay, if you have any other requests, anybody, feel free to say so. Otherwise, I'll just kind of go through and kind of say some of the prices for these things. But, okay, let's see. Kind of look at my notes a little bit. I didn't really take too many notes on this, so I'm just going to make up prices on the whim. These are kind of heavy. Again, they have this interesting hallmark. 925. Almost looks like a house, right? So anyways, those are pretty interesting. And these are heavy again. These weigh about, I don't think, 16. So not as heavy as the earrings that Karen just got, but 16 grams. And again, I think I would say on these ones, 70. All right, good get. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Gina's here. Hello, Gina. Hello. All right. Sweet. I'm glad you're able to join us, Gina. I did kind of do a preview. I'll just show you. These were the pendants. I won't go individually through them, Gina, but there's some pretty cool pieces in there. And I think I know your style. I think there might be some things in there. Here's some bracelets. Again. Now, I won't do this for everybody that joins, but people that purchase in the past, like Gina and Karen and Penny, and anybody else who purchases. Here's the necklaces. A lot of gemstone necklaces this week. So, including this amber one, which is huge with a gold clasp. All right, so with that said, we will carry on with the earrings. I'll just go through real quick. And again, you guys know the drill. If anybody wants to see something in particular, just say it. Otherwise, I'll just call out these prices real quick. These marcasite and garnet sterling earrings with the posts on the back. What does that say on it? Maybe Thailand? Nope, sterling. Written out. So that probably has an older age. Is that a hallmark right there? I'm not sure, but for these ones, I would do 30. Actually, what did I say? Yeah, I would do 30 for those. They probably need a little polishing. Unless, actually, I shouldn't say that, because a lot of people don't like polish. But if anybody's interested, type 30. And again, I didn't really clarify, but while I'm describing things, and if I list the price and you want to purchase, just type it in the chat and it'll count as a bid. Otherwise, I'll just move on. So if anybody's interested in these ones, I think I said 60, no, 70. 70, you can type 70. If you're interested in these, you can say 30. Now this is a heavy, well, how much is it? It's not that heavy. 8 grams, and this does have a maker's mark in there too, I believe. And this one's interesting. Let's see. Come on, camera, don't do that. 925, copyright something. And I think it says sterling on top. Oh no, Mexico. Wait, is that Mexico or sterling? I think it's... looking at it upside down. Well, anyways, if anybody's interested, I would say 30 on that. 30 on the earring cuff. So go ahead and type 30 if you're interested. Otherwise, I'm going to move on. Here's like these really cute little dangles with some red coral in the center of these boxes. Like that. And if anybody's interested in these, they're sterling. I'd say 12. 12 for the pink or the coral. I'm sorry guys, coral inside the squares. $12. If anybody's interested, go ahead and type 12. If not, I'll move on. I'll try to make this quick, guys. And again, if there's anything you want to see, feel free to just call it out and we will do it. And if you want me to jump ship and jump to another category, we can always do that. We're just making up the rules here, guys. Sterling and these coral dangles. I would say 15 for those. 15. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put those back. Oh shoot. I remember the problem I had last time. I forgot my prices and then people were like, hey, could I see that again? And I'm like, what did I say? Okay, corn drop earrings, I'll just say 60. What did I say? 30? Oh no, that was 70. Sorry guys, give me one moment. The cuff earring. What did I say? 30. Coral, I said 12. And the dangles, what did I say? 15? Okay. I think. Okay, so that's why I need to write these down. Just so I can kind of keep consistent. All right, here's these sterling and amethyst heart earrings. Very cute. And that's the back. And I would say 18 for those. 18. That's kind of low, is that? I don't know. Amethyst heart. 18. If anybody's interested, type 18. Otherwise, we'll move on. Okay, we got these reconstituted turquoise inlays. Let's see. These are kind of really shiny in real life, but they do have kind of like some, you know, little surface wear from age. And this is Taxco right there. So these would be 50 bucks. If anybody's interested in Taxco reconstituted turquoise inlay. Okay. Right, 50 if anybody's interested. All right. Inlay 50. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a separate video. I haven't done an art video in forever showing some of the art that I found. Like I said, this week I didn't post many videos because I was going through this collection. This guy had all these pictures that were published, kind of like a risque fetish magazine. This little thing doesn't match that. If anybody bought this, I'd put real sterling matching backs. But yeah, there's like over 100 drawings. These really great drawings. They get pretty risque, but there's like none of them available. And I think I bought his entire archive, and it took me a lot of time to go through. So anyways, you guys, I would do these turquoise ones. Did that say, I think just Mexico? 925, I would put proper backs on those that are sterling. And I would say 35 for these. 35 for the teardrop. Turquoise. Teardrop. Turquoise. Just curious, would you guys be interested in seeing art videos? Because I think some of the subscribers that have come now have just seen my, maybe just the jewelry videos. But I originally was into art. And these are these huge turquoise inlay. Well, not really inlay. It's in this bezel set. It's kind of got like a Native American look, but I would not say that's Native American. It's about 1.75 inches. I would go 65 on those. I did pay up when I bought these, but 65 for the big square ones. It's kind of lightweight, which I guess that's good, right? 65. So pretty. Awesome. Which ones were so pretty? Just curious, because I sometimes look away from the chat. Here's some marcasite and garnet. I don't know what I said on these last week, but I would say like 25 on the marcasite and garnet. I think I'm going too low, guys. 25 on the marcasite and garnet. 25. And by the way, Karen, the reason why those ones I priced at 70 was because of the weight. Those were substantial. Plus the comps. I did do comps on that one before, and they were like over 100, I believe. You can check yourself, but I'm pretty sure they were over 100. And these ones, I really don't know anything about these guys. I'm kind of moving. I tried to like preview some of the stuff at the top of the box. I didn't get down to this stuff. But this is sterling with garnet. Really cool design. I'd say 40 on those. Very beautiful. 40. If anybody's interested, go ahead and type 40. Oh, yes, it would, Karen. Yeah, I should, right? Okay, let's just do it proper. Then I don't have to write it down, right? 40, starting bid. Garnet. I'll just say coral question mark. Oh. Oh. I almost wrote something else besides coral. Oh my gosh, why is... If you... Oh, yeah, in case you need to go back and watch, right? Okay, so there, I just did that starting bid, 40 for those. Okay, now these marcasite, I think... Let's take these off the card. I can't tell the age on these, but let's see. And again, if anybody has a request for any earring that you see, don't feel like you can't say anything. Just let me know. This is the marcasite, and I think onyx. And let's see, where's the back? If there's any clues, they're just unmarked. So anyways, for these big ones, these marcasite onyx, we'll say 45. If anybody's interested, 45. Uh-oh, doggy duty. All right. Gotcha, Karen. We'll see you when you get back. Marcasite onyx. I said 45. Okay. All right. Now we're going to move on. These are rose quartz with some moonstone at the top. And these do weigh kind of a lot. So I know it might not be for everybody. But let's see. These weigh, oops, 20 grams. So yeah, that's pretty heavy. But we'll just say 18 for the rose quartz. Rose quartz, 18. If anybody is interested, feel free to type 18. Otherwise, we will move on. So those little pretty things are 18. Now here is these earrings with, that is a tree of life at the bottom, and that does test as sterling. And it's got texture on both sides. And this top portion, I believe is just glass. Yeah, so the tree of life ones, we just say $10 for the tree of life. Tree of life earrings, if anybody's interested, $10. All right. And otherwise, we will move on. Oh, okay. I saw my starting bid, and I was like, oh, somebody bid. Nope, that was me. Tree of life, $10. All right. Now these little things are kind of like sleepers. You wouldn't expect these things to be so much online, but do you see that? You can see through it. There's this little flower, and it's a real baby rosebud. That's like a real flower in there. And it's like a little tiny miniature rosebud. And it is cased in sterling. It is marked. Is it at the bottom? Right there. Yep, 925. I believe these come from Mexico, but they're pretty pricey online. But I would say $30, because these are just gorgeous. And they're super simple, but they're really pretty. $30 for the rosebuds. Miniature rosebuds in sterling on oops. So if anybody's interested, $30. My voice cracked. $30 for the rosebuds. 30. Okay. All right, guys. And let's see. All right. So we are moving on to these, what do you call them? They are ruby, or it could be cadmium glass. And that is not sterling, but these do fluoresce. Very nice. Check it out. Just so you can see. These glow really bright. Okay. And I'm going to put question mark 30. Question mark ruby. But those are really, really pretty. And we'll say $20. $20. SB ruby cluster earrings. What did I say? 20? Okay. All right. Moving on, guys. If anybody's interested in stuff that I've already passed, feel free to say, hey, can I see that? And what was that? All right. Now, these are really cool. These are this glass hoops that hang with some sterling balls on each side. Very unusual. Can't really find that online very much. But those are really pretty. I love the amber and the blue. But we'd say $20 on the glass hoops. And again, those are sterling beads on both sides. Oops. $20. If anybody's interested, go ahead and just... Oh. Okay, yeah, that was mine. Glass hoops. $20. If anybody's interested, just type 20. I'm typing this... Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm typing the starting bid. All right, I'm going to save these for a minute because these are super cool, guys. But here we got these pearls bezel set with one of those backings where the hoop gets fastened into the little hook. And again, we would say $20 for the pearls, bezel set pearls. $20. If anybody's interested, go ahead and just type 20. And you don't have to email me before bidding. You just have to email me before, the purchase is complete. Okay, pearl bezel 20. Starting bid. If anybody's interested, type 20. Otherwise, we're going to move on. We're moving on. These are pretty epic. And again, if anybody wants me to go back to something else, let me know. Because all of this stuff here is available. Let me, if I can get this off. There we go. Now these are these really big dangles. And this test is amethyst. You see that at the bottom? And it's wire wrapped. And it's just gorgeous. On sterling. And I would say 40 for those because it's very unusual with the filigree at the top. $40. If anybody's interested in the amethyst dangles. Oh, let me get this to hold together. There we go. And see how it's got like solid purple on one side. It kind of goes crystally on the other. So $40. If anybody's interested, you can just type 40. Otherwise, we'll move on. So starting bid, amethyst, angle, 40. Okay, now we've got these heart sterling with the amethyst in the center. Really simple, very cute. And the back is just plain, pierced. And we would say 25 for the amethyst in the hearts. 25. If anybody's interested, type 25. Amethyst hearts. 25. Is that what I said? 25? All right. Now we've got some really cool ones here. Again, this is, I believe, an egg yolk amber. See that green? So that is an egg yolk amber set in these sterling. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous egg yolk amber. And I would say 40 for the egg yolk amber in sterling. $40 if anybody's interested. Very, very beautiful. And it's got these little dangles at the bottom and the kind of decorative etchings on the top and bottom. So $40 if anybody's interested. Type 40 amber SB amber drop 40. Okay, almost done, guys, with the first category. And these are the last ones to see. These are these dream catchers on this wire wrapped with the thread. Very, very cool. With sterling hoops and these little pearls stuck in the dream catcher. I love this design so much. I mean, the artistry that went into just wrapping this and threading all that. So I would say 45 for the dream catchers with pearls. 45. If anybody's interested for the dream catchers, 45. And those are really cute little pearls in there with a peach tone. 45. Type 45 if you're interested in bidding. And I will put it in the chat. Dream catchers. 45. Okay. And I won't linger on, guys. I just move on because I don't want this to be a 5-hour show. This was here last week, but these are sterling silver knot studs. And they're just kind of your simple, not simple, but you know, your basic. And when doing research, I realized James Avery did something like this, but these are not James Avery as far as I know. But these are sterling. I had these out last week, but I forgot what I said. But I would say 35. 35 for the sterling knot studs. 35 for the starting bid if anybody's interested. 35. All right. Knot. And those are sterling. Knot studs. 35. Okay, guys. So we made it through. Oh, I said 36, but I meant 35. So anyways, I'll know that if anybody's interested. So we are going to move away from the earrings. All right, guys, we did that pretty fast. Oh, no, we didn't. We took an hour. Well, no. First portion was spent previewing. So, you guys call it. Do you guys want bracelets or necklaces? This is a necklace. Or pendants. If nobody has a request, then I will start with the pendants. All right. Hope everybody's doing well out there. All right. So if I have any requests for a category, feel free if anybody wants to request. Otherwise, I'm going to start with these pendants here. Okay. So let's get into it. Pendants. All right. For starters, we got this Jerusalem carved pearl, mother of pearl, set in sterling silver. And this is a necklace, and it's also a pin, obviously. And this one I would clean before mailing, but I would not polish it because I don't polish, just in case people want that patina, that silver. And that is 935, I believe. But that is beautiful. And these online go for about, like, I don't know. The lowest is 60, so that's what I have this listed at. $60 if anybody wants. carved mother of pearl. Carved MOP pendant. 60. That's the starting bid, guys. If anybody's interested, just type 60. I'm going to put it in the chat. Okay, and I'm going to move on. And again, just because I move on doesn't mean you can't go back and bid for something. Just say mother of pearl carving 60. Okay, here is, I don't know if that's chrysocolla, but it's this pretty heavy cross, and it's only marked 925 or 950. Okay, so that's better than sterling. That's 950. Okay, and it's got that gem. This articulates at the top, the bail, like that. What did I say for this? Well, I would say 48 if anybody's interested. Azurite, chrysocolla cross 48. It's pretty big. Well, somewhat big. 48 with the bail, it's 2 inches. 48, if anybody's interested, go ahead and type 48. Starting bid. I'll say chrysocolla, even though I'm not sure. 48 cross. 48. So if anybody's interested, go ahead and type 48. Otherwise, we'll move on. Okay, and that's 950. 950 silver. So that's better than sterling. Okay, and I don't see a bid, so we will move on. Here is a really cute moonstone. I think that's topaz. Let's see. Oh, the top one actually, goes up to topaz. The bottom one goes up to amethyst. So I think that's amethyst, topaz, moonstone on sterling silver. Really pretty. And that does say 925 China. Oh no, India. Okay. So really, really pretty. I'd say $40. $40 on the moonstone amethyst. Oh, the amber earrings look like they almost match the amber or bakelite pendant. Oh, yeah. Yep. And I think that could be bakelite, and I do have some semichrome here, but you know what? I don't think it is an exact match, but they do definitely go together. Yeah, because see, this is kind of like a different dangle at the bottom and these kind of beads right there. But yeah, they would definitely go together. Well, maybe this is a little bit darker, the egg yolk, but yeah, good catch there. Definitely. And I can test that again for bakelite, but definitely don't think it's amber. And welcome back, Karen, by the way. They're close. Yep. They are close. Okay, so what did I say for that? I forget. Well, I don't think anybody was really interested, so we'll just move on. Okay, so, and again, Karen, if you want me to go back to any of the earrings that you missed, feel free to say so. Here's this glass. I just love the design. It's a lot of silver mount. It's lightweight, but it's small. Blue-green pendant. I think we'd just say 25 if anybody's interested. It's glass. 25. Actually, no, I'd say 20. 20 because it's glass. 20 for the blue-green glass pendant. What did I say? 20? Oh, I just said 20. Okay, I'm going to move on unless somebody types 20. Okay. All right, guys. Moving on. All right, we got this turquoise. I think turquoise. I'm not sure if that's dyed halite, but it does have like a kind of like greenish brownish. What do you call it? Matrix. 925 Thailand. That's just gorgeous. It's not super heavy either. So anyways, for the Thailand turquoise pendant, I'd say 40. 40. All right. $40. Okay. If anybody's interested, go ahead and type 40. We'll say Thai turquoise square 40. Okay. Now, what did I have this down? It's jade happiness. I believe that says happiness in there. It is marked 925. I think I did bring this out before, but what did I say for this? I was kind of doing comps, and I do try to go lower than the comps, guys. So anyways, this is $40 if anybody's interested. That's jade and sterling silver, and this does pop out like that. So it's not exactly secure, like tight. So jade happiness, $40. Type 40 if anybody's interested. Jade happiness, 40. Okay, now we are moving on to this puffy heart. Now these ones, I'm surprised online, they are not very expensive. So I'm not going to go expensive on this one. This one does have some kind of wear to it. Just a couple little dents and dings. I'd say $20 on the giant puffy heart. $20 on the giant puffy heart. $20 if anybody's interested. I'm going to just type that into the box, but oh, 20 bucks. Let's get a measurement on that. It's like about 1.5 inches almost. Maybe 1.25 inches. Okay, puffy heart. What did I say? 20 bucks? Puffy heart. Ooh, I said puggy. Puffy heart. 20 starting bid. Okay, guys, here's a Tibetan butterfly, Tibetan silver butterfly with a turquoise in the center. Very, very beautiful. With an embossed bird on the other side. Love it. When I bought this, the people at the store were like, oh my gosh, I love that, I love that. And of course I was hoping it was sterling, but this is not sterling. This is Tibetan silver. So I'm going to like pretty much start the bid close to what I paid for it. But I'll just say 30 because I think these go, even though they're not sterling, I think they go for more than that. But $30 for the Tibetan butterfly. It's just so pretty. And I love the fact that it has a bird in the center of the back. It's just really pretty. And it's pretty big. So if anybody's interested, go ahead and type 30. But yeah, it's over 1 inch tall, like 1.5 inches, 1 3/4, and almost a little over 2 inches wide. So Tibetan butterfly, $30 if anybody's interested. $30. Tibetan butterfly. Okay, now we've got this little tiny little starfish with a pearl in the center. This pendant chain would go through there. And I would just say 15. No, I would say 10 for this. It's tiny. I think you can see a little bit of the glue action. So $10 for the tiny little starfish. Starfish pearl, $10. Starfish pearl. For the starting bid, $10 if anybody's interested. Here we go. I'll just show you one more time. All right. Okay. And we're going to move on. Here's a really cute little like resin with these flowers in there. And there's kind of like a little selection of foliage. Let me see if I can get it any closer. Yeah. See, there's almost like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers. Really pretty. 925. And I would say 20. 20 on the flowers and pendant. $20. 20 bucks. If anybody's interested, type 20. Otherwise, I'll go on. Flowers and resin 20. Okay. All right, moving on, guys. Here was more of a heavy hitter because this is a gorgeous tiger's eye with this sterling silver flower applied on top. Or it's actually not really applied, it comes down from the mount. Gorgeous. With 925 mark on it. Very beautiful tiger's eye. Love it, love it, love it. You don't really see this design too much. What did I put on this? Online, these tiger eye pendants are like well over 85 if I looked at my comps, but kind of like without the flower. So I'm going to say 75 for this, guys, because it's really nice. And I'm going off comps, and I'm trying to go lower than comps, guys. And if you find something that's like, you think I'm overpricing and you find it better online, just get it online. You know what I mean? But I'm really trying to get a good deal for you guys. So 75 for this unusual flower tiger's eye. 75. And in a future sale, so type 75 if you're interested. I'm going to put it in the chat. 75. Okay, tiger's eye flower, 75. And if you decide like, hey, you know what, maybe I like that piece that I saw last week, just send me an email or something, ask me to bring it to the next show. And even if you want to say, could you do something better? Feel free to do that too. Can make a deal. But I'd probably just do it in the show format. Here's a enhancer, 925 Thailand. It's an enhancer to put your necklaces together. So if any of you are into layering and want an enhancer, it's a cute little floral with these pink, either rhinestones or gemstones. I'm not sure. I couldn't test them properly because they're so small. I kept hitting the metal. And what did I put down for this? Enhancer. Oh, darn. I found the comps for this and they're all over the place. I think some people are asking 80, but I think the lowest I saw was like 40. So I'd say $40 for the enhancer with the marcasite. $40. That's sterling. 40. All right. If anybody's interested, feel free to just type 40 for the enhancer. Okay. And we will move on. Again, I don't want this to take forever. I appreciate everybody being here so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. Now, this is the Judith Ripka sterling silver pendant. And gosh, I just found, let's see, Judith Ripka 925 CZ Thailand. But I think that is an onyx in the center of all those CZs. And these, I'm surprised. I would think this would go for a lot more. But I'm going to say 45 for the Ripka. I think it's a crazy good deal. This is pretty heavy. Am I shooting myself in the foot here? Let's see. I said 45. It's 17 grams. 17 grams. So that's pretty heavy. Just as heavy as your earrings, Karen. 17 grams. I'm going to say 45 just because the comps aren't there. Again, guys, I'm going off comps. So if, like, there's no rhyme or reason, it's kind of like I'm trying to let the market set it. So Judith Ripka for 45. If anybody's interested, type 45. Otherwise, we'll move on. But I'll just say Judith. Oh, Karen's in. Judith Ripka at 45 starting bid. I'll just put starting bid. So if anybody else is interested, that would be 47. Because 20, what did I say, 20 to 50 is $2 bids. So 47 if anybody else is interested. 47. Karen's in at 45. And thank you, Karen. So if anybody else is interested, this would be 47. And I promise I'll clean my fingerprints off this, Karen. You know? All right, so let's see if we see a 47. If not, Karen, I'm getting that feeling. I am getting that feeling. We're going to say going once, going twice, and sold to Karen. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Karen. Beautiful. I love that piece so much. When I got it, I was just like, I need that. And I think that's really cool. And as you can see, that's her cutout hallmark in the back. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to record this and get this properly in a bag for you, Karen. Ripka 45. Awesome. Thank you. Let me get a little baggie for you. Because this is no longer a meal. This belongs to you. All right, let me find a proper size bag. Oh, here we go. Right here. All right. Okay. Her pieces are so well made. Yep. I love Ripka. I love her. And I like what, I think she's classy. Like, it's not too loud. You know, like there's a lot of detail in there, but it's not too loud. It's still like, I don't know what the word is. But anyways, I'd say classic. All right, Karen, this is going to you. Thank you. All right, putting them in there with your earrings. Okay. Well made too. Yup. Okay, now we are going to move on to this little cat. And I'm actually surprised that this cat doesn't go for more online. But this little Marcasite cat with, I think, garnet eyes. We could test it if anybody's interested. But it is sterling. What did I put for cat? $40 if anybody is interested in this. Again, the comps aren't just... And with sterling, sometimes it's like, I don't know if it's because some of the prices were made when sterling was low and now it's like twice what it used to be. So I don't know if some of the lower comps are just older listings, but I'm gonna sell this for 40 bucks. If anybody's interested, type 40, and that says 925 and something. $40 for the little cat. 40 bucks. If anybody's interested, type it. I'm just gonna put it in the chat. Starting bid, Marcasite cat. 40. Otherwise, we're gonna move on, guys. Again, I don't want to be lingering. And you can always go back and bid on something even though I passed it, guys. Okay, this is one of my... I love this puffy fish so much. Check out his face. Now this looks like there should be a charm, but I am pretty sure that this is actually a pendant because of the size. It's pretty big. It is like well over an inch high. And it's about an inch and a quarter long. And I'm so surprised it's not marked. And I was really nervous buying this because I was like, please, 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 please be silver. And I wasn't sure for sure if it would be. Went home, went straight to the testing, tested it, and it is sterling. So anyways, these are pretty, they go for a lot. Like even just the little charms for the bracelets go for a lot. And the charms for the bracelets, let's see, puffy fish. Yeah, this is gonna be $90, guys, because I see them listed online for like $145. Not the exact one, but similars are like $145. And the smaller charm ones are around like $85. So I'm gonna ask, what did I say? $90 for the puffy fish. And again, I think it's super cool. So type 90 if you're interested. And I'll put it in the chat box, but that is a super cool puffy fish. All right, puffy fish, 90. And again, I'm trying to get good deals. And if you guys want to go back to anything, feel free to say, hey, can you go back to that? All right, we are gonna go to this Stour necklace. This is by the brand Stour. Here's the thing right there. Stauer. Stauer. It's got this cool like glass pendant in the center with some rhinestones on top. What I really like about this is on the back, it's etched Hope. Yeah. And again, right here, it says Stauer 925. But anyways, yeah, that's really, I just bought it because I thought it was just really pretty. And these don't go for a lot. Well, they're all over the place actually, but I'm gonna say this one is $40. $40 for the blue Stauer. And that's just a gorgeous design. And it comes with the chain. So $40 for the Stauer blue pendant on a chain with Hope written on the back of it. So that's that. And we all need some hope, right? All right. Stauer blue 40. Okay, guys, but now I'm going to jump to this Stauer. Now, this is totally different. This is also the same brand, and I believe those are diamonds. And it's really cool, like this black teardrop. Same deal. It's got the tag on the chain, and this is the back of it. And I would say 50. And I believe those are diamond. I did test it, and apparently Stauer did use diamonds. Of course, they're tiny little things, but we'll say 50 for the black and white diamond pendant. 50. Just because the comps aren't like crazy on those. So again, if you want to know where I'm getting prices, it's from comps. Diamond 50. Okay, so if anybody's interested, type 50. Or if you want that one, say 40. Okay, now here is like, I believe a cowrie shell in sterling. I think that's a cowrie shell. And this thing is pretty big. Really big. It's with the bail. It's about 3 inches. Without the bail, 2 and a little 2 1/4. So, and this is, again, I think that's a cowrie shell. I'm not exactly sure. If anybody knows, let me know. But I would just say 25 on, I'm just going to call it a cowrie pendant, but 25 on the cowrie pendant. Cowrie pendant. 25, and that is set in sterling. If anybody's interested, type 25. Otherwise, we will move on. Okay, this is gorgeous. All right, this is, I think that's called a pillow cloud. And this is sterling silver. I did test it with that turquoise. Do you see how the turquoise is set, bezel set inside of this case? It's almost like a, some people do call them a 3D box, or shadow box, I mean. But I don't think that's probably the best way to describe it. Maybe I'm wrong, but anyways, it's got this etching, and I believe it's Navajo. I can't guarantee anything, guys, as far as Native American goes, because well, I was going to say I'm not Native American. I am 1/8. I think my great-grandmother was 100%, but don't belong to a tribe, and I'm not a Native American expert, so, but these are described as Navajo online. And anyways, what did I put? I think the cheapest one of these online is 119 is the only other one that's cheapest. And I think there's like, literally, I think there's like 40 people watching it or something. And then beyond the 119 one, they're all like high 100, like 180 or something like that. So anyways, I would just say 110 here for this. 110 if anybody's interested in the pillow cloud. 110. You can go ahead and type it if you're interested. But this is about 1 3/4 with the bail. Almost 2, almost. So 110 if anybody's interested. All right, in the pillow cloud. Oh, darn it. All right, pillow cloud. 110. All right, guys, we are going to move on to this really big amber cross. Now check out the depth of this amber. Let me take you in there if I can. Do you see? That almost looks 3D. It is, well, it kind of is 3D because it's all these layers. Looks like honey. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And it is cased completely in sterling. I'm trying to see, was there a mark? Nope. Nope. All right. And that is just beautiful. And what did I say? This one, I think the cheapest I could find online was about 96. Is the only other one like this. So I would say 75. 75, and it's big. 75. That goes about 2 inches almost exactly. Just a little shy of 2 inches. So 75 for that chunky one. It's almost like a 1/4 inch deep, but more like 3/8. It's really beautiful. What did I say? 75 for the amber cross. If anybody's interested, go ahead and type 75. Put it in the box. Sorry, bed. Amber cross. 75. Okay, and we'll go ahead and move on. Here's this turquoise. I think it's turquoise. But do you see this is this has a lot of pitting in it. I think this is genuine turquoise, but I am not a turquoise expert. And there's all different types of turquoise. And I know I looked this up at one time, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's exactly it. But I'm not sure. So anyways, and this does test for sterling, the bale that it's on. And this is big. Let's see. Let's see. That is pretty big. With the bale over 2 inches. And just without 1.5. And I would say 65. 65 for the turquoise. I'm going to call it donut. Or I'll say ring. No, because I'll think of ring. What did I say? 65? Yeah, I'll call it the turquoise donut. Okay, if anybody's interested, 65. 65. Okay, turquoise donut. 65. All right, guys. So if you're interested, go ahead and type 65. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to the next one. All right, now this is the next one, and this is one of my favorite pieces. Really. Like, do you see this, like, copper and brass, or copper-looking buffalo face with these wings? And what I really, at first, when I saw this, I thought it was mother of pearl, because it's got, like, this iridescence in there, almost. But it's not. And then, of course, I was really, really hoping this would be sterling, but it is not. Maybe it's a lower quality, but I'm not going to say one way or another. But I just love that so much. And anyways, I'm going to say $40 for it. $40 for the winged buffalo, if anybody is interested. And it is pretty big. $40. If interested, type 40. But with, yeah, from the top to the bottom, it's like 2.5 inches. And it's about 1 3/4 wide almost. So what did I say? 40? Did I say 40? Yeah. $40 for the winged buffalo. If anybody's interested in that beautiful work on the top. Okay. So I don't see a bid, so I'm gonna put it in the chat. You can still bid, but winged buffalo, 40 bucks. Feel free to type 40 if interested. Okay, now here's this really, really cute little dainty little piece with this really interesting glass. Let me see if it's painted. I cannot. This might have. I don't. Let me see. I'm not sure how the color got on this. And I think I looked it up at one time, and there was kind of a name for it. But it's sterling silver with this unusual blue and red glass. And I'd say $10 for that. It's so pretty. $10 for the, I'll just say rainbow glass pendant sterling. 10 bucks if anybody's interested. I think it's gorgeous. I'm gonna put it in the chat, $10. $10 to Karen. Awesome. Okay, so if anybody else is interested, it'd be 11. Let me just, $11. Maybe I should put it in the chat. Starting bid, $10 for the rainbow glass. $10. And so if anybody says 11, they'd be the highest bidder, but currently it's 10 to Karen. Let's see. I don't see anybody else bidding 11. So unless anybody else bids 11, this is currently $10 and so unusual. $10. And I'm getting that feeling, Karen. Yep, I am getting that feeling. So we're gonna say going once, going twice, and sold to Karen. Thank you so much, Karen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna record this rainbow glass. $10. Let's see. Where'd my pen go? Darn it. Okay, there we go. Karen. Rainbow glass. Glass 10. All right. Perfect. And put it in a little baggie for you. And you're going to put your name on it. This. Karen. All right, Karen. This now belongs to you. Coming your way. Awesome. Let's see. I'm going to put it in a big sold bag. And thanks again, Karen. Very awesome. Okay. Now we are going to move on to one of my other favorite. Oh, wait. I didn't do these. Oh, I'm going to do these real quick. Okay. I think this is onyx with CZ and marcasite. And this thing is an enhancer, I believe. A real small one. Okay. Onyx enhancer. And we'll say on this little guy, oh wait, is there, what's that mark? China. Okay, we'll just say 10 bucks for the onyx enhancer. Sterling silver, made in China, marcasite, I think CZ or rhinestone. Onyx enhancer. What did I say, $10? $10, if anybody's interested. Onyx enhancer, 10 bucks. If anybody's interested. Okay, trying to go a little quicker. I'm not sure what kind of lapis, or not lapis, this isn't lapis. What kind of stone that is. I think the top is citrine. Let's see. Oh, no, it goes all the way up to like sapphire? What? Oh, wait. Yeah. Topaz, ruby, sapphire. This yellow one goes way up high. That little yellow one. I don't know. Like it goes really high. But anyways, this is sterling. And this is with this really interesting, I don't know if that's like an agate. If anybody knows, feel free to chime in. But I will say $30. 30 for I'll say the yellow gemstone pennant. Yellow gemstones. 30, did I say? 30. If anybody's interested, type 30. Yellow gemstones 30. But yeah, that tests really high. In the gem tester. This one into like the ruby sapphire and at the very top of topaz. I don't know. Anyways, okay, so if we can move on. Is there yellow sapphire? I'm not sure. Now this is an interesting one. This is smoky quartz. Now this one is interesting because check out these hallmarks on the back. It's got, I don't know if that's DF, but then at the top, I think these are European hallmarks. Right there. I'm not sure. You see that? And anyways, I think that's smoky quartz. Oh, sorry. And anyways, I think that's a good piece. And that's heavy. And I'm going to try to give, guys, I'm going to try to come down on the prices. I want you guys to get good deals. It's only 8 grams, but let's say 45 for the quartz. 45 for the quartz. I think it's beautiful. Smoky quartz, 45. If anybody's interested, go ahead and type 45. All right. And I'm going to put it in the chat. Oh, brighten your day. Hello, Brighton. Hey, you guys, we have a YouTube star here, Brighten Your Day. Love Brighton's videos. He does unboxing videos. Maybe Gina knows him, but yes, Brighton has the best deals on the internet for jewelry. He's probably coming here and going, what? You're asking that? But Brighton, I really love watching your videos and your unboxings. I watch them every weekend. And your deals that you give to your viewers are just amazing. So you guys got to check them out, Brighton. And Brighton, don't take all my viewers now. Just kidding. I'm just joking. But no, Brighton's really cool to watch and really good deals. But anyways, yeah, so $45 for this smoky quartz, guys. And yeah, that's, I'm going to put it in a little box. LOL. Yep. Got to see, good to see you. Is that what GTSY means? I'm such a boomer now. So 45, smoky quartz. 45. And Brighton's gonna have a video coming out today, right? Don't you do it every Saturday at 3 p.m. if I remember correctly? Okay, you guys, we got this little, and definitely I'll be watching it tonight. The sterling bear with the azurite in the center. And this is Native American marked, I believe. MJ. Don't know who that is. Not sure, you guys. But we will say, we'll just say like 28 for the bear pendant sterling with azurite with what looks like Native American mark. 28. And it's not very big, but it's very cute. 28. 28. And Karen is in at 28. And Brighton, you just followed her. So yeah, it'd be 30. So 30 to Karen if you're interested. I'm not going to put the starting bid. So 32 would be the next bid, guys. 32 for the azurite. Sterling there. 32. If anybody's interested, do we see 32? Out to Brighton. All right, Brighton, you are in at $32. And I'm getting a feeling, oh no, yeah, $30. I'm sorry. At $30. Unless I see 32, I'm getting a feeling this is going to Brighton. All right, so I'm going to just say going once, going twice, and sold to Brighton. Awesome, awesome. All right. Thank you, Brighton. I'm going to record this right now. And this little bear is going to you. All right. Brighton. Azurite Bear. That was $30. All right. I'm gonna put this in a little baggie for you. Right here. And this is no longer mine. And that is gonna go to you, Brighton. I'm gonna put your name on a little bag. And that is awesome. Sweet. All right, Brighton, coming to you. It's yours. And then put it into the soul bag. Very cool. Thanks again, Brighton. Okay, you guys. So next we've got this really big malachite in the sun. And this is Taxco. Yep. Taxco, Mexico. All right, and this is pretty heavy. Let's get a weight on it. It's also pretty big. It's like over 2 inches with the bail, like 2¼ And then just the pennant itself, well, the hoop is attached to it. It's almost like 1 7/8 or so. But that's pretty big. It weighs 18 ounces. 18 grams. Sorry. So 18 grams. And what did I say for this? I was kind of looking up malachite, and malachite's kind of up there. But you guys, we'll just say 45 to start. 45 for the malachite in the sun. 45, and that's sterling silver. So 45 would be the starting bid. I'll message you with my info. Okay, very cool, Brighton. Thank you so much. Yeah, you know pretty much what I need, and it's in the pinned chat. So 45 for the malachite, if anybody's interested. Karen is in at 45. So at this point, we need to see 47. If anybody else is interested, 47. Otherwise, Karen is in at 45. 45. So 47 would be the next bid if anybody's interested for the malachite inside the star. Very kind of atomic looking in a way. So did we see 47? Nope, we did not. So I'll give it one more like 10 seconds or so. Otherwise, Karen, I'm getting that feeling for like kind of like the atomic malachite star. Okay, you guys, we're gonna say going once, going twice, and sold to Karen for $45. Awesome. Thank you, Karen. Awesome. So we're gonna put that down in the book. Karen, malachite, sun. 40. What? Oh, did I miss your bid? Stop. Oh, Carolyn, did I miss your bid? Okay, just say yes if I did, guys. You guys were watching the chat. I was kind of staring at the screen and trying to look at chat. Did I miss it to Caroline? Did she come in? Out to Caroline. Okay, so Karen is conceding to Carolyn. Carolyn Henderson. Okay. Yes, Carolyn. I am so sorry for missing that. Ugh, I am such an amateur. Carolyn, thank you. And I am so sorry for mixing up that, but this is yours for 47. Okay, I apologize, but that is a beautiful little malachite atomic sun coming to you for 47. And congrats, it is an awesome piece. Yep, Carolyn came in. Okay, Carolyn, again, my apologies. So I'm putting this down, Carolyn. And Carolyn, I haven't made a sale to you. And again, I apologize if I'm saying Carolyn when it's Caroline. But just email me your information. And this I just recorded is going to you for 47. Awesome. No worries. Okay, well, thank you for understanding. I am so sorry again. And I'm so thankful. But this is for 47. Again, thanks again. And I'm going to put it in a little bag for you. Dude, I have got to be better at this. I have got to be, because I'm like staring at my phone, which is above the light box, and then my computer's off to the side, and I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see it. But I gotta be watching what the bids are. So this is going to Carolyn. And put it in a little bag for you. And this is gonna be coming to you. This is yours. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So now that that drama is over with, again, my apologies. We have just this little piece right here. And this is very unusual. If anybody is interested in me testing it for Bakelite, let me know. But I'm gonna do a quick test for sterling because I'm pretty sure I did, but I don't wanna say it is and it's not. But yeah, actually, nah, nope, not. So it's a cool little retro piece, or I don't know what you call it, ethnic piece, I think. Not retro, where did I get that? But anyways, you guys, that's just kind of a cool little pendant. And I'll just say $5 if anybody's interested. I think it might be like Tibetan silver, $5. Possibly Bakelite. I haven't tested it, but $5 starting bid if anybody's interested. $5. $5. You're great, Rob. Oh, well, thank you so much. All right, thank you, Carolyn. And $5, we got a bid from Karen, so that'd be $6. And now I'm staring at the computer screen. $6 if anybody's interested. I think it is like a Tibetan piece, I think. But I don't know. $6, do I see 6? If not, Karen's in at 5. I'm glad I tested that. All right, so if anybody is interested at 6, but I'm getting that feeling, and now I'm gonna really stir at the screen. So we are gonna go once, going twice, and sold to Karen. Awesome, for $5. That's really pretty. I like it. On a chain, I'd be anxious to see that on a chain. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Karen. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in a little baggie for you. I'm gonna say, where's my, and that's what I'm gonna say. Okay, Karen, I'm just to say Amber Like. Amber Like, 5. Okay, put your name on this, and we are gonna put it in the sold bag. All right, Karen, there we go. That's coming to you. All right, thanks again, guys. All right, very unique. Yup, it is. This is one of my favorites, guys, which we're gonna get to in just a second. But here is a little sterling crystal with garnet. Let me just test those real quick, make sure I'm not lying about this. Yeah, that goes up to garnet. Let's see if the crystal's is glass. No, it goes up to quartz. Yep. All right. And that is sterling. This cool like Art Nouveau type of shape on the top. Very pretty. And we just say $20. Oh no, I'll say 18 to start. 18. I'm feeling like going low. $18 for the sterling, garnet, and crystal pendant. And that's pretty big. So 18 if anybody's interested. 18. And this is pretty big for $18. That's 2.5 inches, over 2.5 long, 1 inch wide at the top. 18, if we see anything, 18. I'm just gonna put the starting bid at 18, starting bid, hard crystal, 18 starting bid. Otherwise we will move on if I don't see 18. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Okay, I'm gonna move to one of my favorite pieces. And I don't think you should keep this if you get this. But this is a very unusual pendant made of crushed soda cans. Or pop cans, depending where you're from. But do you see all that? And I was looking at this forever, trying to figure it out. And I was like, wait a minute, there's writing there. I was like, is that the maker? And I'm like, no, that's like a Coca-Cola or Pepsi can. maybe root beer, Mountain Dew. Okay, so this is again one of my favorite pieces, you guys, but I'm willing to let this go for around $40. There are some artists out there that do this and they charge a lot, but usually about between 1 and 200 or 300. But what did I say? $40. If anybody's interested, we'll say $40. Do unique. So unique. Yes, it is. I love it. And I would love to see it on a chain. Currently, it's on this choker. But I absolutely love it. Like, I don't wear jewelry, but I would seriously want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to put this as a starting bid at 40. I will put that in the crushed can 40. If anybody's interested, type 40. Otherwise, we will move on if nobody else wants it. And dude, Brighton, I've been wanting to like bid on so many of your pieces, or not bid, but claim them. But they go so fast. After you post your videos, I see sold, all the way down. I'm like, dang it, that's what I wanted to get. Anyway, oh, crush can. Oh, that was me. Okay, so anyways, we're moving on, you guys. So we got this pennant that's gorgeous. This I thought was going to be Tibetan sterling, or silver, I mean. But this is actually sterling silver. It does test positive. I don't know what kind of stone that is, but that is gorgeous. It's very kind of lightweight. I think it's hollow. So anyways, it's really, really pretty. Anyways, I think I'd do a starting bid on this at 25 if anybody's interested. 25. And it's pretty big. It's not heavy. He is so efficient with his sales. Yup. Yes, he is. Yep. This is over 2 inches. So 25 if anybody is interested. Is that what I said? 25? 25. What is this stone? I don't know. Let me put it on the gem tester. And it goes up to... It goes to the very top of glass into the garnet tourmaline iolite. It's more in that, the garnet tourmaline iolite, according to the proscenium, and also into the chrysoprase emerald nephrite. So it's kind of between, yeah, it's not in the glass anymore. It's garnet, tourmaline, iolite, chrysoprase, emerald, nephrite. Between those two. So I don't know. Let's like zoom in on it. I don't know. I'm pretty bad with my gems. If anybody has an idea, feel free. But anyways, what did I say the starting bid of that was going to be? 25? 25. I think. I'll say Tibetan looking. 25. I think I said 25, right? If I said something, it's a lovely piece. Yes, it is. It is. I love it. Okay, and we will move on, guys. Unless I see somebody say 25. Okay, now this one is really, this one's really heavy. And I thought this was for sure going to be like Tibetan silver. But again, this is actually sterling. But it's heavy and it's weighted inside. And I think some of that weighted material is what's causing this copper to come through. So anyways, it's just got a beautiful carving in the center with these seashells that go around. And again, this does test for sterling on the outside, but it's weighted in the center and it's very heavy. This weighs, let's see. I'll just put it for you to see. This one, I'm putting it to the ounces because it is 2.5 ounces. 2.5 ounces. So that's a heavy piece. So let's say $30 to start on that, if anybody's interested. Heavy. And I don't know if that, I think that might just be ceramic. I don't think it's gemstone. So let's say $30 if anybody's interested. I'm going to type it in the thing. 30 for the heavy blue Tibetan. I'm just going to say Tibetan, even though I don't know if it is. Okay, so anyways, $30 if anybody's interested. Otherwise, I'm going to move on. Okay, and I'm going to move on. Okay, here we got a little black pearl on a sterling setting on the sterling bail. Just very simple, clean design there. And that is a really, I love pearls, so I'm just like a sucker for anything pearls. All right, and this is pretty big. Collectively, it's all together about an inch and 3/4, just a little over an inch and 3/4. And I'd say $20 to start for the black pearl or Tahitian pearl. What did I say? $20? $20? Is that what I said? We'll just say 20 for the big pearl pendant. $20 if anybody's interested. $20. I'll just call it blue pearl. I'll just say blue pearl pendant. $20. If anybody's interested, type 20. All right. Okay, I don't see any bids, so we're gonna move on. The next one is this really gigantic. I think it's a CZ. It's huge. It's really big. And it says on the back, ESPO 925CZ. And this is really big, like I said. Let's see. That is, by itself, it's like 3/4 of an inch, a little bit more. With the bail, what are we at? 253, cool. With the bail, sorry, I think I told you guys, I take care of my mom. She lives in an apartment across the hall from me. With the bail, it's about 1 inch. And she just has to get out of her apartment. And we take an evening drive. So I'll probably try to wrap this up by 4, if not before. Okay, but anyways, that's a huge CZ. And we'll just say 15 to start for this. It's beautiful. Brighton is inspiring me to lower my prices, guys. All right, so $15. $15 for starting bid. Very classic, clean design. I suppose been around a long time. Yeah. So 15 for that huge CZ, guys. 15. And Karen is in at 15, so we would need to see 17. I'm not going to put the starting bid there because we are now at 17. Oh no, I'm sorry, 16. If anybody else is interested. Oh, looks like I disconnected, but I'm live again. So let's see. Did anybody say 16? We are going 16 if anybody else is interested. Otherwise, Karen is in at 15. So Karen, I'm getting that feeling. All right, so we're going to say once, and twice, and sold to Karen. Awesome. Thank you, Karen. All right, $15 for the huge CZ. All right, let's see. Guys, we are getting through this. We are almost done. Or that we just have 2 more. Huge CZ. Karen at 15. All right, Coolio. Let's see. I'm going to put this in a little bag for you, Karen. Right there. Keep it safe. This is going to be coming to you. No longer meal. No longer mine. All right, Karen. Coming your way. All right, beautiful. Thank you. Okay, thanks, guys. Now, brighten your day. Did anyone claim the $10 Onyx enhancers? You just showed it when I popped in. Nope, it's still there. That is still there. And yes, I did say $10. And so if you want to type 10, you can put a bid in for it. Let's see, what did it say on the back? China. And I'm sorry, I don't polish things really, but if you're interested, just type 10. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And I don't know if that's Onyx or not. I could do a gem tester. So let me just, Brighton, before you make that official, yeah, it goes above glass, or that to the very top of the glass. And the white one is, I believe, just CZ or right. So is that okay for you? The black goes kind of topped of the glass section. So $10. Pretty one, Brighton. Yep. Pretty regardless. Okay. So I'm assuming you're still interested at 10. So if anybody else is interested, we could say 11. Otherwise, $10. All right. Yes. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, hey, I'm getting that feeling, guys. I'm going to say going once, going twice, and sold to Brighton. All right. Very cool. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Brighton. All right. Let's see. $10. Let me record it. Brighton. $10 for the, I'm not going to say art, I'm not sure. Enhancer. Cool. Okay. Let me just put this in a bag for you. We will go on. And again, if anybody joined, you see anything here, we're pretty much done with everything up here. We're going down here to the last few items. If you want to see anything else up here, let me know. But Brighton, I'm putting your name on this. There we go. No longer mine. This is yours, coming your way. Thank you. All right, put that in there for you. Okay. Love it. Okay, now we've got this little airplane. I just think it's super cool. Definitely vintage. I'm surprised. I looked these up and they were not that expensive. I'm not gonna lie. But I just love it. Regardless. And this says, I think there's a name. Is it? Wells. Yep. Wells Sterling. So this is Sterling, guys. And I love that design so much. 3D plane. But because they don't go for a terrible amount, I think it's a crime. But maybe it's when silver was so cheap. But I'm just going to say like 15. I don't know if I'm asking too much. But it's Sterling, guys. 15 for the Bauer. Or no, Wells. 15. And it's over an inch. It's about an inch and a quarter long. So if anybody's interested, 15 starting bid for the Sterling airplane pendant. Okay, 15 Sterling plane. Wells. 15. All right, guys. So I don't see any bidding going, so we will move on. Okay, we've got the last pendant. Sweet, which is this Tibetan looking thing. I think it's Tibetan or Himalayan, but I believe those are mantras. And I believe that is a garnet in the center. Really pretty. Let's see, does it garnet? Actually, that, guys, I think is just glass. Okay, so that changes things. Okay, so that's glass. Mantra, and it is on a chain. Sorry, guys, some things come with chains just because I found them that way. But yeah, I would say $20 for starting bid for the Mantra necklace. $20. I like this one. Yes. Are you talking about this one? $20 if interested. And it's about an inch and a half with the bell. $20 if anybody's interested. The back is unmarked. I actually did a testing video on this a long time ago. $20. Oh, Karen is in at 20. All right. So if anybody else is interested, it would be 22. 22. If anybody else is interested, 22. Let's see what the weight is. 22, if anybody else is interested. 13 grams with the chain. 22, unless I see 22, I'm getting that feeling. And we are gonna do a countdown, guys. So we're gonna say going once, going twice, and sold to Karen for 20 bucks. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Karen. 20 bucks. All right, let me record this in a little notebook. 20 bucks, Karen, for the mantra. Karen, mantra. Sweet. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you, Karen. Let me put it in a little bag for you. Right here. All right. And this is going to be, or this is yours. Okay. Put your name on it. Awesome. Here we are. There you go, Karen. This is yours now. Coming your way. All right. Thank you, guys. Okay. Great show, Rob. Keep up the great work. Good work. Thank you so much. Now to go. My partner's hangry. That's the worst. It's your night to cook. Okay. Well, hey, I hope you have a fun time cooking. Don't let your partner get too hangry, okay? Because that's the worst. All right. Thanks again for being here, Karen. Okay, so I'm gonna move on, guys. We are done with the pendants. And great show, Rob. Bye, Karen. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so here you guys. We got this I thought this was gold, but it's gold electroplate. And it's by Lind, L-I-N-D. And I got so excited, and I spent way too much for it. I spent way too much. I thought it was gold, but it's electroplate. So anyways, I think I spent like 38 or something, 30. But anyways, I'm going to let it go for 10. I don't even know if that's too much for it, but it's a beautiful design. And I think this is just resin. But if anybody's interested in this Lind, L-I-N-D bracelet, I think it has some age. Did I say $10? Does have the fold over clasp. But yeah, we'll just say $10. I don't know why this got in here with the pendant, but if anybody is interested, $10 for the Lind bracelet. And otherwise, we are going to move on, guys, to the last category, which is, oh no, we have two more. Okay, but hey, good news is, this one looks like a lot, but it's not. It's actually kind of a lot of necklaces that are big, so it fills this tray up a lot. So I'm going to let it be up to you guys if you want to go through this, which also includes this amber necklace, or if you want to go through bracelets, which I do have some sterling bracelets. Whichever you want to go through first. We don't have to go through it all. If like there's, how many people are here? So there's only 2 people watching. Any J King in there? Good question. J King, yep. We do. Yes, we do. Got this black one. J King. And I'm not sure if that's Onyx Brighton or not. But yeah, I love just going by request. So yes, J King. What did I, that is, do you want a size? Let's see, this is, oh, it's fine. I just opened this whole time. I thought I closed it. So the neighbors are hearing everything. 18 to 21. So without the enhancer, without the extender, this is 18 inches. And then it goes to about 21 width. And let me just show you where is it? I thought it said DTR. Where is it? Yeah. Okay. Yep, there we go. DTR 925. So anyways, this one I would start, what did I say? I would just say like 30 to start. 30 for the DTR. That is a cool black 30. Super cool. 925. 30 if you're interested in. 30. Lynn bracelet. Oh yeah, 30. I'm gonna think on it. Thank you. Okay, you got it. And always feel free to email me if you're interested later. But 30, I'll just say for the DTR. Just to record this. I'm gonna, okay. So anyways, you guys, we got that. I'll try to go a little fast on these. But we got this really gorgeous Italian, I'm pretty sure that's Murano beads. But it's very unusual how they're square. And do you see like the chunkiness of the colors in there? They're so well defined. A lot of times these things are just super blurry, but this is really solid, and it's embedded in black glass. And again, I'm not sure if this is Murano or not, but it does, I believe, have some age because it's got this barrel clasp like that. And it's really long. I don't know if you can see how long that is, but I'm not going to go through all the specifics, but about 29 inches. And if anybody's interested, I would say $30 to start for this gorgeous Italian necklace. $30. Glass necklace. 30. So as you guys know, those things can get expensive. All right. I'm going to just jump. Hey, if there's... Okay, I just want to know, I don't want to bore you guys, but here is, how about this? If you're interested in a piece, because I don't want to like bore you, how about I'll show you all the pieces, and if you're interested in bidding on it, then say, just name the piece, okay? Because then we'll be able to get through all this stuff like much quicker. Because there's one person watching Bright Nerdy, you the only one? Okay, so anyways, nope, there's two. So, hey, if you're interested in this type, Tiger's Eye, but this is a Tiger's Eye necklace. This is not sterling as far as I remember correctly, but huge Tiger's Eye stones. And I believe this test is tourmaline, and we can test it together. But if you're interested in this going up to auction right now, just type Tiger's Eye. Otherwise, we'll move on. Okay. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it that way. If anybody's interested in having this go to auction, type coral. I'm pretty sure... Well, actually, I cannot tell if this is coral chips or shell chips, but I would price it like it's shell chips. But it looks like coral with an ombre effect. Go ahead and write coral if you're interested. Here's one of those Asian necklaces. And with what looks, well, this is definitely coral and coral. That's really nice. And that would start at 30. So I'll just go ahead and say the starting price on that. 30 bucks. Okay. Here is a really cool necklace, in my opinion. Pearl and what I believe is jade. I am not the best with testing jade, guys. I go off the gem tester, but that is not totally conclusive. It does go up into the nephrite zone, but what makes me a little suspect on this one is that it's not individually knotted. You see that? But this does have one of those old sterling box clasps, which are valuable just by themselves. So anyways, that's a jade and pearl. And actually, I'll go ahead and just say starting price, 45 if anybody's interested. 45 in jade and pearl. All right. 45. And now you'll have to be my memory. You'll have to say 45 for the jade and pearl if you're interested. Okay, here is gorgeous coral necklace with these sterling beads, spacer beads. And this is sterling. Oop. Yep. And this I currently have online, I think for like 60 or some 75, and there's some watchers. And I'm being totally rude to them. I'm taking it here, and I would sell this for 30 for that coral necklace. I think that's awesome. Okay, $30 for the coral necklace if anybody's interested. Here is a really cool pearl and sterling, very artisan necklace with this chain. And guess what? This is one that opens at the bottom. It's got the toggle in the center. It's got this big green pearl in one charm. It's got a heart. It's got this, I don't know what you call that, but those are all sterling. And again, the toggle clasp right there. So it closes in the center. All right, beautiful. And I'd say 40 for the pearls and sterling. I think that's a great deal. I know just those pendants by themselves could be worth a lot. $40 if anybody is interested. 40 bucks. All right. So we are going to move on to this. Now this, guys, I won't be able to sell cheap because this is, I believe, lapis. And I think it's a really good quality lapis because it is that really dark blue. It's got like the even spreading of the glitter inside. And I think that's a type of coral and a sterling end to it. Now this is not cheap, guys, because I looked up like carats, like what lapis goes for, and it's not cheap. So anyways, I think it's a steal of a deal at 80. But I know, but that's sterling right there. I'm gonna say 80 bucks for the lapis, if anybody's interested. Those are huge, and I believe the darker the better. So that's a really good quality lapis gemstones there. Okay, we've got this glass. Anybody's interested, say 80. This all glows. Not all of it, but the green glass is uranium or Vaseline. So I think this would be cool to like redo just with those green ones, because currently it's pretty big and chunky, but those would be kind of cool on leather even or something. But I'll just say $20 for the green uranium glass necklace. 20 bucks. If anybody's interested, type 20. All right, so what else? We've got the Santo Domingo. If anybody's interested, just write Santo Domingo. Otherwise, I'm going to be mindful of your guys' time. We've got mixed materials here with amber and I think agate and pearl. I would say $40 for that. It's a lot of amber in there. Let me show you. But see, these yellow ones are amber. That's like 40. Ooh. $40 for the amber and pearl and agate. $40. What else? Uranium. Gina. Ooh, $20 for the uranium. Gina, I am so sorry. I'm trying to go quickly, but I don't want to go too quickly. Okay, so Gina's in at 20. If anybody else is interested, this will be 22. So Gina is in at 20. If anybody else is interested, it's 22. And these are like really cool brass spacers. And again, here's this. I didn't really show it. I don't know what that is. Let me see. If anybody else is interested, it'd be 22. I think that's just ceramic or even wood. I'm not sure, but that's a lot of cool materials. So anybody else? 22? And this is not a precious metal, but yeah. I love uranium glass, and it does have this older looking clip. So I'm getting that feeling. I think this might be going to Gina. Okay, so we're gonna say going once, going twice, and sold to Gina. Awesome. Cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Gina. Okay, so I'm gonna record this. Uranium, Gina. Uranium. And 20. All right, and those are big beads. I didn't tell you, but those are at least like maybe, just guessing off the top of my head, like 12 millimeters at least. I don't know if I have a bag big enough for that right now. Yeah, nope. I'm trying to find a nice, clean, new bag. Let's see. Let me get a Ziploc bag. Oh, well, I'm gonna use this bag. Okay, so thank you, Gina. Thank you, thank you. Let's put this in. Nope, this is too big. Too big. Oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna put it in this bag for now, but $20. Gina, this is yours now. Gina. Sweet. All right. Coming to you, Gina. Thank you. Okay. Awesome. Sweet. Okay, so we went through the lapis, went through the pearl, we went through the jade, went through the coral. We got these two. Went through this beautiful one. Now, you guys, I'm gonna sell this for less than I bought it for. If anybody's interested, I'll say 10. This is painted black enamel. Enamel on porcelain. I thought it was cloisonne. It's not. $10. I think I paid like 28 for it. And then I realized, and it's definitely worth way more than 10, but it's huge. It's got big, chunky, I'd say like maybe 8 millimeters, 9 millimeters. I could test it for sure, but $10 if anybody's interested. Painted enamel, or enameled porcelain, I should say. $10. Now this is actually cloisonne, and I like it when it's on black. As far as I can tell, pretty sure that's genuine. Yeah, individually knotted. And I'd say 25 for the cloisonne, and it's pretty long. 25. And it is 26 inches long. 26 inches long. All right. 25, did I say? 25. 25 and 10. 25 and 10. If anybody's interested. Okay. So we went through this. We went through this. We went through this. We showed the DTR. And we went through the Italian glass. If anybody's interested in going back to any of those pieces, let me know. Here's just a multicolored coin pearl, or not, I don't know if those are coin pearls. I think they are. It's pretty long. That'd be perfect for Mardi Gras or something. I would say $10. It is real pearl, probably colored, but $10. Just a fun piece. Definitely cool for like a music festival or something. $10 if anybody's interested. Okay, now this is great for just as it is, or if you wanted to repurpose it. But let me just check something. I want to make sure that these tips are sterling before I say anything that I regret. Let's just see. But that looks like turquoise. and some other green stone that looks like chrysoprase almost. And I think it might be chrysoprase, but that is sterling end caps there. Yep, glowing blue, nice bright blue. And that does look like genuine turquoise, and the turquoise looks really good. And let me just test the other green gemstone, see if it's chrysoprase. Because, let's see. No. Curious minds want to know. Yeah, that does go up to chrysoprase, guys. This is sterling end caps, sterling connectors, and what looks like genuine turquoise. You see that? That looks beautiful. Love the browns and the blues and the greens, and then there's one strand of chrysoprase, or at least what's testing is chrysoprase. And this would be great just as is, or if you wanted to like repurpose. There's a lot of material to work with. So anyways, turquoise and chrysoprase are both pretty valuable. So I would say, like as a good deal, I'd say $60. $60 for the turquoise and chrysoprase. $60. And that goes, it's like about 16 and a half. Oh no, 17, no. Actually, it's about 18 and a half to a 20. 18 and a half to 20 inches. $60 if anybody's interested. Okay. Coin Pearls 10, Brighton, all right. Coin Pearls, so Brighton is in at 10. Okay, anybody else is interested, that'd be 11. And look at those like miniature pearls in between. Yeah. Super funky colors. I think I said it, but this would be perfect for like Mardi Gras. And there is a connector. Let's see what the connector. Oh. Let's see. 925 CGI. I don't know what that stands for. Maybe you know, Brighton. I know you know your brands. But anyways, anybody else in at 11? Otherwise, I'm getting that feeling this is going to be going to Brighton. Let's see. Going once, going twice, and sold to Brighton. Awesome. Thank you, Brighton. Thank you. All right, let me get you a bigger little bag. That's a pretty big one, too. Did I give a measurement on that? That is, I think I did. What did I say, 29 or something? Oh, no, 17 and a half. So that's like 35 inches, Brighton. 35 inches long. Pretty big. Okay, so I do not have a bag to fit that. Let me get my Ziplocs. Okay, where is it? Well, you know what? I don't have my Ziplocs handy. So I'm just going to put this in the bag, but obviously I'm going to record it here. Coin Pearls. $10. Brighton. Coin Pearl. 10. Awesome. Okay, so that's going into the sold pile. Coming your way. Thank you, Brighton. All right. Now we only have 2 more necklaces, guys. Then we're going to do some bracelets, and we'll try to go quick. Oh, wait. I believe that HSN, I don't think it's an actual brand. Oh, okay, but the manufacturer's mark. That makes sense. Okay, well, thank you. Yeah, I'm so bad with brands. Okay, if anybody's interested, we will, I'll come up with a price. But this is like Santo Domingo style. I'm not sure if it is. Like a Pueblo. I believe the clasp is marked sterling, but it's a lobster clasp. And of course, Native Americans don't really use those. It does have an extender. It's super cool. Boho. Actually, I'll go ahead and just name a price. I'll just say like I'll say 50 because, yeah, $50. If anybody wants the Santo Domingo style necklace. Did I say 50? 50. Okay, so you can type 50 if interested. Okay, and it does have sterling silver. As far as I know, real gemstones. Okay, and now we're at the last piece for the necklaces. And I'll try to go real quick through the bracelets, guys. But this has a sterling clasp at the very end. It's got some nice coral with, I believe, hematite. Yeah, hematite beads. And I think onyx. It comes down to like these really funky, kind of, it's like a very goth-like necklace, but it's also boho, and it's also artisan. But this is sterling as well, and I believe that is coral. So anyways, again, it's super cool as is, but if you didn't like that particular design, and you are a crafter or a designer or into jewelry and wanted to redo it, I just am in love with that pendant. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that's sterling. It comes off really nice. You know, you gotta love when you do a scratch test, and it just comes off nice when you scratch it. So anyways, I would say 45 on that necklace. Again, a lot of great material there. And just for the pendant alone, I think 45 is a good deal. So 45 for this really cool artisan piece. Oops. With this really cool pendant with, I believe, salmon coral. So 45 if anybody's interested. Okay. And otherwise, we are done with the necklaces, guys. Whew. All right, and we just have one more category. Oh, actually, no, one more necklace. This is a huge amber necklace. Huge. Well, maybe they get bigger, but this is obviously amber. And I could get the, let's see, the bigger beads are about, let's see, let's get one of the big ones. About 15, is that correct? I'm reading it backward. Yeah, about 15 millimeters, or maybe a little bigger, maybe 17. And the smaller ones, it is graduated, go to about 8 or so. And then it is 24 inches long. And it does have a clasp that is marked. Oop. Let's see, 14 karat gold. And I'm just going to do a real quick scratch test on it before I name a price. Just make sure. Oh my gosh, and if this is not gold, I will be so embarrassed. Okay, gonna put some 14 on it. And let's see. Okay, so it's right there. But just the amber itself is just gorgeous. So I'm gonna let that go for now. Just let it sit for a minute. And show you that green. Totally nice. Okay, so anyways, you guys, let's just check out that 14K scratch. Make it official. And this thing is humongous. And I'd say 250 for it. 250 if anybody's interested. And that 14K is sticking. 250 for this giant amber necklace. And as you guys know, amber is not cheap. So now we're officially done. Let me see if anybody's bidding. Nope. So I'm going to go ahead and set this tray aside. And we're going to go through some bracelets. And there's not a lot, guys, so this should be quick. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Perfect. I'm going to throw away this towel. Paper towel. Okay, let's move on. Okay, we got this really nice sterling cuff. This is small. I'm like a 6.5 or so. Very small. Turquoise. Sterling looks like Native American. Looks sand cast to me. No signatures. And we would do, what did I say? I would do $80 for that, which I think is a really good deal. It weighs, it's probably more than an ounce. It's almost 1 ounce. So I'm almost selling it just at spot. Almost. So 80 if anybody's interested. Okay, go ahead and write that. Amazing piece. Which one was that? The amber or the sterling? Cuff. Yeah. Let me know. I'm curious what you like, Brighton. I mean, I know what you like by watching your videos, but like from here. Here's a really cool bangle. Now this is lighter. Wow. You can actually fit my hand through it. So, I mean, my wrists are small, but my hands are kind of wide. But anyways, let's see. This is sterling. It's not marked. The inside diameter. Maybe I should include one of those little balls, because those will take up some space. About 2 3/4 inner diameter. And I would say 40. Yeah, I'll just say 40 for the bangle sterling bracelet. Okay, if anybody's interested. Okay, let's see. We've got this like rope, woven rope sterling piece. That would also be 40 if anybody's interested. Really cool, really nice. And if you're interested, just say what size is that or whatever. Otherwise, I'll just move on. I don't want to measure things if people are already like, nah, not for me. You know what I mean? Both are great, but the amber was amazing. Yes. Yes. And man, when I found that amber, dude, he had so many other amber pieces, but I was just broke that day. You know, I couldn't buy a lot. And I was like, dang it, I want all of them because he like had some really cool ones. Okay, here is a kind of like etched hinged bangle with clasp. Opens up. And this one's really lightweight. So I don't know. I'd just say like 20. And of course, you guys, if you see me list this stuff online on eBay, it's going to be a lot more than this. But this is lightweight. So anyways, if anybody's interested, hinged bangle, $20. And if you want a measurement on anything, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just move on. Here's a little, one of those like Native American twisted bangles. Sterling. I'd say 50 for that. These are super popular. I one time offered friends like, hey, pick anything out of my collection, you can keep it. These two different girls, and they weren't girlfriends, but girls. And they both chose one of those. And these were separate times. And I was like, what? Out of everything, they wanted that. And what did I say? 50? Anyways. Okay, here's a huge red coral on top of this cuff. Of course, it's adjustable. That is humongous. Just reminds me of like lipstick or something. But anyways, I don't see anything really much like that. And that's a huge piece of coral. Anyways, I would say 45 here for this. 45 if anybody's interested in the coral, red coral, sterling silver cuff bracelet. 45, which I think is a good deal. 45 if anybody's interested. Here's another really cool bracelet with pink coral inlay. And this is Mexico sterling. And I believe I did test this and it did pass. Because not everything marked Mexico sterling is. But this has this, you kind of push it to release it. Super cool. If anybody wants a measurement on that, I'll give it to you. But I would say, again, this is a real good deal for YouTube. I think 45 is a really good deal on that. So 45 if anybody's interested. Sterling silver. That might even be below spot. I'm not sure. Okay, here is a tiny little Italian glass bracelet with some aventurine in there. And it's pretty small. I would say 10. And that is glass. All right, guys. Now, I gotta go. Brighton. Hey, Brighton. Hey, I don't know if you're still there, but give me several hours to invoice because after this, I have to do some things. I can't invoice right away. So I just want you to know. But thank you so much for coming. Means a lot, you coming. Thank you. And it means a lot that everybody comes, but I just watch Brighton on YouTube. So thank you. Okay. And I'll catch you next time. Okay, here is a sterling bracelet with like this glass in the center. And that is all sterling beads. All sterling. And we will say 30 on that. Almost looks like butterflies. 30. If anybody's interested, let me know and I can get you a measurement. $30. It's got like a disco ball in the center. $30. Okay. And we've got these pink pearls on sterling. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. And we would say 25 on the pink pearls, guys. If anybody's interested, 25. Go ahead and type it in the box if you're interested. Here's another little bracelet with a magnet. Now this one's really curious. It's got like this little sea beads that are kind of put together into a tube shape. You see that? I think. With these black pearl stations. I love this design. I love it so much. I'd say $20. $20 if anybody's interested. Super perfect for the beach. $20. The ocean blue with pearls. Okay. No worries. Cool. All right. And then we got this other just tiny little sea bead with real pearls. I'd say $10 for that. Just a real simple one. $10. If you're interested, write $10. Yep. All right. Let's see. Moving on, guys. We got this really gorgeous freshwater pearl as far as I can tell, with a lot of sterling spacers in there. And this really cool sterling clasp with like this arrow going through a heart. I mean, just that clasp alone is so cool. The arrow through the heart. And I'd say 30 for that one. It's kind of a lot of sterling. Nice design with the clasp. Spacer beads. $30 if anybody's interested. And those pearls are pretty big. They're probably at least like 10 in length and maybe 8 in width in millimeters. Okay. All right. And then we got this glass necklace. Bracelet. Now these are sterling. These little beads are not. But it's got this cool glass. It has like a real nice shiny effect. So we would say 10 on the glass multi-strand necklace or bracelet. Here's another one of these pearls. I'd say 10 on this. Again, just like green rhinestones. Little rhinestones wrapped around it. Can you see that? Pearls. Magnetic clasp. We'd say 10. Got this coral, twisted coral. This one is maybe not like the best made, but it is coral. So I'd say $10. But it has like this gold tone clasp at the end. $10. If anybody's interested, just type 10 into the chat. Otherwise, we'll move on. Nice salmon coral. This is a beautiful piece. This is a lot of green stones that measure into Measure up to, let's see, I'm putting it on my Presidium tester. Up to jade. So this looks like this could be genuine jade, but I'm pretty bad with my jade. But the Presidium says up to jadeite on these ones right here. I didn't test these little tiny ones, but see how there's like even tiny little spacers here with pearls, miniature pearls, big pearls, sterling, another one of those little clusters, miniature multi-strands. This is really well done, guys. Sterling at the end with the sterling butterfly. It is marked 925 on the butterfly. So anyways, I could just stare at this piece, but that's really dope in my opinion. And I would say 45 on the multi-strand jade and pearl and sterling. 45, I think that's a really good deal, guys. I would list this stuff a lot higher on eBay, but I'm trying to get good deals here for you guys. So 45 if you're interested. Okay, and then we got this fetish bracelet with a turtle, fish, no, a little bird, another turtle, another fish, another turtle, another bird, another turtle, another fish. And it does have a sterling lobster clasp at the end. Super nice. If you guys are interested in measurement, I can measure it. But we would say $30 on the fetish. Fetish necklaces and jewelry go super high. Like 30 bucks. If anybody's interested. Okay. Now we guys are down to the last piece. And it is this black pearl bracelet. Individually knotted. Yep. And I don't think that's sterling. No. And it's not a sterling clasp, but that's just a cool design. I would say $5. And this is the last piece I have to show. It's real pearl, $5 if anybody's interested. It's not a sterling clasp. $5. And if nobody wants it, I'm gonna call the show finished, guys. Now I think there's one other person out there watching. Thank you for being here to the end. I really appreciate you coming, everybody, and you who are still here. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I will be here on next Saturday at 1 p.m. And I hope you have a very great day. Okay? And I'm gonna sign off right now. And if you did buy, it's going to take me a couple hours, several hours to do invoices because I do have to do several things. But anyways, I will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks again. Peace.